the co-main event, I believe, is Dennis Bermudez. Where are the rankings of Bermudez and Elkins? Dennis Bermudez and Darren Elkins. Dennis the Menace versus the Damage. And I like how Darren Elkins, his nickname, the Damage, is because his face is always a mess. And he says, I got my nickname the Damage because my face is always bruised up and it's really easy for me to get a cut. And that is true. His face is always a mess. Against Bektic, his face was, this is his last fight at UFC 209, his face was an absolute disaster. And that's one of the reasons why I think, when your face just explodes, he has an amazing amount of unanimous decisions considering he's a guy that cuts well, and that tends to make you look bad, make you look like you're on the losing end.
That is correct.
And so, yeah. So his last fight was against Mirsad Bektic.
Bektic, yeah.
And Mirsad Bektic is a very, very good fighter. As a matter of fact, Elkins was a 7-1 underdog, and it showed. He was being beat. And it was a heel hook. He was on the ground and went for a heel hook, and that's what led to him being able to gain the advantage over Bektic on the ground and grappling with him, and to be able to come back and get a knockout. It was a great fight, a great comeback. But he ate a ton of shots from Bektic.
Entertaining fight. That's one of those fights that falls under the category of
watch immediately.
You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, you mean this fight, or do you mean the Bektic versus
the Bektic fight?
Okay, so we have these two guys that are hovering right in the top 10-ish. So Bermudez at number 10 and Elkins at number 12, and one of these guys will advance into the top 10 and the other is going to drop. And so you think about Bermudez's last fight, man. He went up against the Korean Zombie and just got shellacked with a huge uppercut.
But I believe that Bermudez, Holloway is the champ, and I believe Bermudez beat him.
Well, let's check that out then.
Yeah. I want to say, I'm pretty sure that he did beat him.
And this is going by memory?
This is going by memory, yes.
And your memory is good?
My memory is fairly good, yes.
Although you
maybe not specific details, like I think it was a decision win. I'm pretty sure
it was a split decision win.
Okay.
At UFC 160 in May of 2013.
Okay.
One of 3 losses for Max Holloway. And actually, Max Holloway lost back-to-back fights because right after he lost to Bermudez, he lost...
What's that guy's name?
Some Irish guy.
Mooney? It's Irish.
Yeah, that guy's a little... No. Not that guy. I think it was Conor McGregor.
Heard of this guy.
Anyway, time to make our predictions for this fight. The only other thing I want to say was in Bermudez's last fight. Bermudez is 30 now. In his last fight against Korean Zombie, he had Zombie. He had him. He tagged him early, and he had him hurt, and he didn't really go for it. And with Korean Zombie, man, you got to go for it when you got a chance. You got to jump all over it, because if you don't, he will come back, because he's a zombie. He will come back from the dead, and that's what he did, and he just crushed him with a huge uppercut, and buckled Bermudez. So that being said, it's time for predictions.
I'm going to let you go first on this one.
Okay. I will gladly go first. I am taking... This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Darren Elkins in the upset. And I'm going to take him with a UD. What do you think of that?
I'm going with Elkins also, but I'm going with the split.
You love calling split decisions. I've never seen anyone just think every decision is going to be split. Majority decision. Okay. All right. Bermudez, man. Octagon 24/7 is showing you no love tonight.
We love you. We just
Think you're
we're
gonna
not
lose.
in love with you.